The park we studied is Olympic National Park. We worked hard on this presentation and we hope you like it. Olympic National Park, located in Washington, lies between the Pacific Ocean and the Strait of Juan de Fuca. In 1938, the U.S. government set aside part of the Olympic Peninsula as a national park. It covers more than 1,400 square miles of land, and one area of the park has more than 60 miles of coastline. Did you know 55 million years ago sedimentary rock formed, and then 30 million years ago, the North American plate met with the Juan de Fuca plate, causing pressure. The pressure forced the sedimentary rock upward, then they rose to form the Olympic Mountains. Glaciers carved out the Strait of Juan de Fuca, Hood Canal, and Puget Sound. There is a temperate rainforest that covers the western slopes of the mountains. Olympic National Park can be divided into two parts. One part coastline and the other part contains the core. There are many different famous natural landmarks in Olympic National Park. Some include the Juan de Fuca Plate and the North American Plate. The highest point in the park is Mount Olympus. It rises to 7,965 feet. The Hoh River flows through the rainforest there. That is the geography and history of Olympic National Park.
I studied the plants and animals of Olympic National Park. Here is some plant information. Olympic National Park has many rainforests with dense jungles. The rainforests are filled with cicada spruce, western hemlock trees, and underneath the forest trees grow mushrooms, sorrel, sword ferns, and many thick carpets of moss. The three types of trees that grow in this park include the Douglas fir, yellow cedar, and western hemlock tree. Trees grow in the mountains too, and one of those trees is the crumsel tree. They can live to be 300 years old, and they grow to about 10 feet. Little plants that are common in this park is sundew plants, epithys, spike moss, lynchins, bluebells, and all sorts of ferns. Drier areas have patches of fir trees and little meadows of wildflowers. National parks create safe homes for animals, and now I'm going to tell you about the animals of Olympic National Park. The most famous animal in the park is the Roosevelt elk. Roosevelt elks are herd animals. About 6,500 of these creatures live in this park. A fun fact is that Olympic National Park was almost named Elk National Park because of all the elks that live there. Olympic marmots scurry around in the Olympic Mountains. Marmots are members of the squirrel family. Other animals in this park are black bears, coyotes, weasels, cougars, mule deer, frogs, and salamanders. In the Olympic forest are bald eagles, woodpeckers, and spotted owls that nest in the rainforest. Swimming in the lakes and ponds are trouts and river otters. Also, swimming along the park's coastline are sea mammals, seals, sea lions, sea otters, and killer whales. During spring, guests often spot gray whales visible along the coast.
Have you ever tried some of the activities in Olympic National Park? If not, let me tell you about them. There are more than 600 miles of trails people like to hike and ride horses on. Also, there are 900 campsites. During winter, people can cross-country ski and snowshoe on the trails. Do you know what people do on the coastline? They hike, explore tide pools, and observe interesting ocean life. There are other activities such as fishing, birdwatching, scenic drives on the peninsula, and hunting. Do you know how to stay safe? Because you need to take the right precautions. Weather can change quickly in Olympic National Park. Days can start warm, but afternoon storms are common. When hiking in the mountains, it can snow any type of year. Be sure to stay warm and dry. During rain years, stay in groups. Children stay with adults. These actions will help you from getting lost. Those are the activities of Olympic National Park. We hope you enjoyed our presentation and take the time to visit Olympic National Park.